Today I am building Electronite for Windows. This is the repository for Electronite, and there are already a number of releases, well, 2 technically. Now this already has binaries deployed on it, but we'll pretend that there are no binaries. So we've patched Electronite and we are ready to build it. So to do that, we will go over to the wiki page, and this is a little bit out of date. I will update it, but for now you'll see there are links to different scripts. So we will look at the script for Windows, and we will just copy all this text and then save it into a file called electronite-tools.bat. And we will save that anywhere on the computer. I have it saved here along with some other old things that are not important. Okay, we'll just stick on that. So once we've saved this script, we are ready to get started building Electronite. So, just a quick look at the script. The details maybe are not that important, but feel free to take a look. The script has some documentation built in, which is all we are going to look at today. And I mean built into the actual command. So when I execute this, we can see there are 3 commands: get, build, and release. And we will get a particular branch or tag from the Electronite repository for building and then eventually releasing. So let's see if my file is done deleting. Yep. Now we will go ahead and get. And if I try this, it will give you a warning, or a hint rather. And we wanted to use the 7.2.3 release. So here's the tag right here that we will use. So I'll go back here, version 7.2.3, graphite. And this will run. And this will download Electronite. It will download all of its dependencies, which is Chromium, among other things. And it will potentially download up to 16 gigs of data. Now this script also has caching enabled. Actually, now that I think of it, this particular script does not enable caching. However, in my Windows configuration, I have set up paths in the environment variables for caching. Eventually that will make it into the script, but for this video, it is not. So with caching enabled, you'll save yourself a good portion of this. The second time you run, you may only need to download a couple hundred megabytes of data. Okay, we have all the code. Now, we will look at the rules again. So build is our next task. Before I get to building, if while you are getting things, you receive errors, you may need to go clean some stuff up, particularly in your git cache. Now, you can figure out where your git cache is by not looking in here, apparently. Okay, so for now I have not completely updated this script. This does not set all of the environment variables just yet. I do have some manually configured in my operating system. However, eventually, up here there will be some settings like Anyway, there will be some environment variables configured up here. And one of those will be your git cache. Now, I happen to know, I think I know, the git cache is somewhere there it is. So this is the git cache. Now when you're getting things, it might throw an error and say something about a lock file, or perhaps it could not reach a certain repository. I would go ahead and look in here and delete any lock files and any repositories that were brought up in the console. Hopefully you will not have issues, but if you do, check that out. Okay, now we will go ahead and build. Whoops, let me go ahead and fix that. I was updating the script and I messed something up. Okay, I think I fixed the script now. We will give this a try. Okay. So this will compile, and this can take quite a while depending on your computer. I'm running this in a virtual machine right now, so it could take maybe an hour to complete. And after a very long time, the build is done. So I'm going to release. You can see here I just simply add this release command, and that will zip up the build in addition to a few other things, and then we can upload it. Okay, that's it. So the release has been prepared. So if I go into the folders here, and then, oh, there it is, out. And in the release, somewhere, there it is. This is our finished release. We can rename this zip file and upload it to GitHub.